Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to The Done Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we are going to be asking, what is it you need to know right now? And I realize my last handful of pick a card readings have gotten really long-winded and in-depth, so this time I'm going to try to be as brief as possible while still conveying the information that you need to know right now. And if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you take a couple of deep cleansing breaths, close your eyes, and focus on piles number 1, 2, and 3, and pick the pile or piles which call to you most. And once you've picked your pile or piles, go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamp and go ahead and skip to your reading. Now I will give you a moment to decide. Alright, group number 1, let's jump right into your reading and figure out what it is that you need to know right now. And we're going to go ahead and start with the tarot cards. Okay, so first we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and this is a card all about the over. I call it the over card when it's reversed. It's like overcommitted, overloaded, overwhelmed, disorganized. There's too much going on, and sometimes you're so overcommitted to one area of life that you've kind of let the other areas of your life slide. Like you're too career oriented and your family life or your friend circle or your self-care has kind of taken a back burner, and this is just letting you know that you need to... Sorry about that, my card was already full, so I had to hurry up and switch that up. So sorry about the weird break. And then next we have the Five of Wands, and this is a card all about conflicts and disagreements, competitions, tensions rising, and change that you're really not wanting to make but is happening anyway. So this is just warning you, be on the lookout for people who are wanting to compete with you, and try to keep out of petty disagreements. If it's something important, obviously put your opinion out there, but if it's something that's just petty, or you see something on Facebook or online that's just kind of grinding you a little bit, just don't respond to it, because it could become something bigger than it needs to be at this moment. So just be really cautious about what conflicts you're getting into with others. And then for the Six of Pentacles in reverse, this is a card, I call this the treat yourself card, because this guy here is just giving and giving and giving to all these other people. So when this is in reverse, make sure you're giving enough to yourself, whether that's time or self-care or attention. Make sure you're giving to yourself. Fill your cup first before you start filling everyone else's cup, because you cannot fill from an empty cup. So make sure you're taking care of yourself at this time. And this guy has scales here. So just, again, with this Two of Pentacles, keep the areas of your life as in balance as you can, because at this time you're very prone to getting out of balance in many different areas. Just be really cautious about keeping your life in balance. And for the next few cards we have, I'm going to try to make these look okay. I never succeed, but we're going to go for it today. Okay, so we have the Sacred Union, which is a partnership and romance card, and then the Higher Power. To me, this is saying you want to really be paying attention to your partnership or your romantic life. If you're not with someone, this might be the time to put yourself out there. But even if you've been with someone for 15, 20, 40 years, it's never too late to reignite that spark. And this to me is just saying, with this Higher Power card here, this would be a great time to explore the more spiritual side with your partner. Make this a more sacred union than just a physical or emotional or mental union. You want to be able to have your souls feel like they are on the same wavelength, if that makes any sense. And also with this Higher Power card, I'm feeling like you guys maybe haven't allowed yourself to tap into that spiritual side as much as you'd like to. Maybe your spiritual practice has kind of, with this Two of Pentacles here, you've let not just your self-care slide, but your spiritual practices slide as well. And this is the time to kind of get back on that spiritual train, or that spiritual horse, so to speak, to make sure that you are connecting with your inner self and your higher self and to God or whatever power you feel is higher than yourself. Be connecting to that power at this time. And then we have the Peace of Mind card and the Yes card. So I think a lot of you have been really worried with this Peace of Mind card. This is just telling you to try to keep your thoughts positive and maybe I just saw someone like taking a nice bubble bath with some crystals and some candles and some nice meditation music and just allowing yourself to unwind and meditate and, find that good music you want to listen to. And even if you're not meditating, just let your mind kind of wander and just see where it goes. Because a lot of times if you can connect all these different senses, and especially when you're in water, I know a lot of people say they get really good ideas when they're in a shower, and it's because water it's this current of energy that when you take a bath or a shower, you're immersing yourself in water, which helps you feel and tap into your innermost self. So that would be something really good to do. It'd be take a nice bubble bath where you just let your mind wander with some music. I think that'd be really a nice thing for you to do for yourself. And then you have the Yes card. So anything you've been worrying about, or if there's something you've been wanting to know the answer to, the answer is yes. And this is a positive yes. So if you're, is my spouse cheating on me? No, the answer is not yes in that instance. The answer is yes if you're looking for, will I get the job? Will I, something positive that's going to enhance your life? The answer is absolutely yes at this time. And then here we have the Mystique card and Father Healing. So keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. That goes back with our yes here. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So if you've been having trouble with something or wondering, like I keep going back to a job or starting a business or something like that. If you've been worried about something like that, just keep pushing forward. If you do get a no for an answer, this isn't saying, oh, just barge through the door and say, you are hiring me or something like that. No, nothing like that. But just make sure you are keeping yourself where you need to be as far as not taking no for an answer. If someone does tell you no, don't give up. Maybe in that avenue, sure, you're not going to work that job or do that thing, but you're going to keep going forward and finding the thing that is right for you. And then with this Father Healing card, it says your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. So you may have daddy issues coming up, or just that authoritative figure, like you feel like put down by the man, so to speak, and you just feel like almost like your personal power is out of alignment when you do get this card. But if you do have issues with your own father or a father figure in your life, this is a great time to do a meditation. You could do a cord cutting meditation or some sort of guided meditation where you can help heal that family wound or that trauma that you endured. And then for the last card here, we have Rubelite, and this is all about passion and purpose. And it says here, your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. So with that Yes card, if you've been thinking of starting a new project or, venturing into an unknown area in life, this is absolutely the time to do it, because whatever it is that is on your heart to do, it is part of your life purpose. And the fact that you have that passion fueling that thing for you is going to really carry you. It's going to be like this big wave that's just going to carry you very far with a small amount of effort. So you just got to show the smallest amount of effort, and this wave is just going to carry you through. But I don't feel like you're just going to be putting a little effort in here or there. No, I think you guys are going to have that passion to fuel you to really take charge and get some action taken on this thing that you want. And that goes back to the Two of Pentacles in reverse here. You want to make sure you're not going all in on this thing and completely obliterating your self-care or ignoring your family. Again, take that passion and purpose and run with it, but make sure that you're also balancing the areas in your life as you go about it. So yes, I'm trying to keep this short. I hope this resonated for you guys. And as always, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's see what it is that you need to know right now. And we're going to go ahead and start with the tarot cards. Okay, so the first tarot card we have here is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And when it's in reverse, it's all about recovering from a financial loss. Instead of having the financial loss, you're on the upswing, or that thing is in the past. That loss is in the past. And any hard times you've been having as of late are just going to be in the past as well. You're going to start seeing if you've been really struggling or feeling stuck or just blah about life. Things are going to start looking up for you, and that could look like new sources of income, a new job, unexpected windfall of some sort, like a inheritance or a gift of money from a loved one or family member or something like that. And I do see like some people maybe having really good luck in real estate. Maybe you're selling your home and you're getting more money for it than you thought, or something along those lines. Maybe you're selling furniture or selling something that you're making and you're making some sort of side income. I just saw crocheting for somebody, and Kimberly, if you're watching, that's for you for sure. And then our next card here is the Ten of Cups, and I like to call this the happy life card, the emotional fulfillment card. Like everything in your life just feels like it's coming up roses, and this is a great mindset to stay in with your family and your relationships and your loved ones. Just, you want to keep as positive as you can at this time, and make sure you're spending enough time with the people you love, because, you know, day-to-day life sometimes takes us away, and before we know it, we've spent 5 extra hours working or doing something else that we should have been spending some more time with our family. So just make sure you're spending time with family, but it looks to me like it's just going to be something that's really easy and something you're going to want to be doing. If you're watching this at the time of my posting this, we're in October right now, and we're fully in the fall season, and Halloween is just around the corner. So if you do have a family or little ones, this is a great time for you to be spending time with them and making really beautiful memories. And then for the Page of Pentacles, this is that manifestation card, and there may be a financial opportunity coming your way, whether that's something you can invest in, or you starting a business, or you just creating things. I just see like someone creating things for a craft fair. So Kimberly, once again, if you're watching this, that might be for you. But this is also a card about like leveling up in your skills. So you're gaining new skills, or learning about new skills, or researching new skills in some way. You're just wanting to learn as much as you can about a specific type of thing. And it's really going to pay off if you put that time and effort towards this, because it's something that can really enhance your life financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all the above. It's just going to be something that you can dive into and really learn about and use it as a skill, like a life skill that you can really utilize. So now let's go ahead and get into the oracle cards. So for the first two here, we have the Spirit Whisperer, and it says divine guidance and higher knowing, and then between worlds. And to me, these two just go beautifully hand in hand together. And it's funny because they're both threes. And the number 3 is all about creativity. So to me, this is showing that you guys are going to be using your connection to spirit, or that connection to your higher self, to really tap in and use that power and that knowledge to make some sort of creative project come to life. Maybe you're writing a book, or you're planning to make this really beautiful painting, or some sort of tangible thing that you want to create and put out in the world. And the fact that you got the Between Worlds card, it's like you're tapping into the other side and bringing it to this 3D realm. And again, with the threes, bringing that spiritual guidance to the 3D. And I think that's just really beautiful. You guys will have to let me know below what that is if you're working on something or planning to work on something, because it looks to me like it's really going to be something important and maybe even part of your life purpose. So for the next two cards, we have Make Music and Inner Authority. And Inner Authority pairs really well with the Spirit Whisper, that divine guidance, higher knowing, and between worlds, because when you're tapped into your inner knowing, that inner authority is way more powerful than any external person could be, like a guru or a teacher. When you can tap into that inner authority, no one knows you better than your own soul. And when you can tap into that soul, that higher self within you, there is no stopping you, and you're just living your life and doing things from a place of love and compassion and empathy and beauty, and it's just a really beautiful thing to see. And then with the make music card, that even may be that creative thing I was talking about. For some of you may be making music, and if you are someone who maybe used to write songs or poetry, or you used to really love that kind of thing but just haven't done it for years, maybe your advice, something that you need to know right now, is you need to get back into that. And if you don't make music but you really enjoy listening to music, this just might be the time for you to start looking for new artists to listen to or new songs to add to your playlist to really give you that passion and drive to get things done. Because to me, personally, there's almost no better way for me to just let my mind wander and my creativity flow than to listen to some music that is just really touching my soul. And if I listen to that music as I work on these creative projects, it's like something magical happens. And I'm getting crown tingles right now as I say that. So if you guys are planning to work on this big project, make sure that you're listening to music or having music be a part of it in some way. I don't know, that seems very specific, but I think if you pick this pile, you're meant to know that. And music or a specific band or a specific artist is just really a part of you. And maybe this artist or band, you haven't listened to them for a long time, so maybe now's the time to bring up that old playlist and listen to it and just really get yourself invigorated for the things that you have coming up. And then we have the Maya card and ready, set, go. So it says here, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So that goes really well with this Page of Pentacles. You're going to be wanting to learn everything you can learn about this specific thing. And for some of you, it might be learning how to make music, how to play an instrument, how to learn how to make digital music, because there's lots of different programs you can find online and purchase to make digital music. So you won't have to learn how to play a guitar. You can make these sounds that you hear in your head that you want to convey. You can make them on the program instead of having to sit down and learn a whole instrument. And you can do, all sorts of different instruments and beats and cool synthetic sounds. It's really, really fun. It's been years since I've dabbled in that, but maybe that's a message for you to maybe look into doing something like that. Or going back to school for some of you, it could be that if you've been going back and forth about making a decision on going back to school, now might be the time to do it. And then with this ready, set, go, it says now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So yeah, I think this is a time, if there's a project or this, going back to school or just something you've been dreaming about or thinking about for a long time, or even just a short amount of time, but if there's passion behind it, go for it. Your soul is crying out to you. That inner authority, that higher self, that divine guidance is crying out to you. Now is the time to get going on this. Your dreams are meant to happen in this life, and now is the time. So let's get going, you guys. You can do this. I'm excited for you. And then we have the prosperity card. So there's a positive shift in the flow of divine support. You do these things, you tap into that way of manifesting. With this Page of Pentacles, once again, he's that manifester. You tap into this inner authority and prosperity is going to come to you. I don't say chase your dreams because that means they're running away from you. I say go for your dreams, or bring your dreams to you, or bring yourself to the vibration of your dreams. Don't chase your dreams because that means they're off to the races. No, you want to be attracting those dreams to you or bringing yourself to those dreams on a vibrational level. So positive thinking, great music, making sure you're tapping into that spiritual side, because I don't think I mentioned with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, sometimes that poverty that you see when it's upright, when it's reversed, becomes like a spiritual poverty. Like you just feel like life has no meaning. With these divine guidance and higher knowing and between worlds and inner authority cards, your soul is crying out for you to connect to your soul. So I think you guys can do that. And if you can do that, wow, there's no stopping you guys. There's prosperity in in your grasp if you can go after these dreams and desires and make this world a better place in the meantime. So yeah, you guys, this is so awesome. You're going to have to let me know below what you thought. And thanks again, you guys, as always, for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3. Let's see what it is that you need to know right now. And right as I was lining up your cards here, I just heard in my head, pull another card. So I'm just going to close my eyes and find one of these decks that's sitting here beside me. We grabbed this one. This is the Healing with the Fairies by Doreen Virtue. This has never happened to me before, to pull another card right off the top. Like, this is weird. So I'm just going to go ahead real quick and give the cards a shuffle. It's hard to shuffle that way. Let's do this. Woo! We got 2 fly out, so I guess we're doing 2. And we got Be Honest with Yourself and Body Movements. So I think for you guys, it's like there's been something going on with yourself that maybe you've been lying to yourself or not looking at the real truth of the matter. And now's the time to really get honest with yourself. And if you don't know what this is pertaining to, maybe just sit down and kind of write, do like a brain dump or a journal entry about what it is you want in life and where it is you're at, and maybe the things that you feel are holding you back, or if you feel stuck, maybe what it is you can do to feel unstuck. It's just now is the time to really get honest with yourself and quit being in denial about something. And if that doesn't resonate, again, general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. And then I think for a lot of you with this body movement card, I think you've known for a while you need to get into some sort of workout regimen or just be more active in life. I just see someone sitting at a computer working a 9 to 5 or just working all day, or having a more sedentary lifestyle where you're not moving your body as much as your body is wanting to move. And the fact that I had this inkling, this voice in my head saying, pull another card, and then this is the message you got. I think this is a very important message for at least one of you, if not many of you. You need to figure something out with your body. Get moving, do something fun. You don't have to do just some random exercise routine that has no interest to you. Find some sort of activity that's fun for you, whether that's hiking or dancing or yoga or Tai Chi or the Insanity workout or P90X. Like, I don't know. Whatever sounds like fun to you, go that route. So, okay, yeah, random, weird, but we're just going to go with it because when Spirit's calling, we just need to listen. So, okay, now that we've gotten that part, we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards. And I always try to line these up on the camera because they don't look the same way they do right in front of my face here. So, okay, so we start out here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And to me, this is like in your past coming into this reading. So what energy you're coming into this reading with. And you may have felt like you just had bad luck, or there have been all these weird changes in your life and you've just been really resistant to them happening, and it's just been hard. Maybe you felt stuck. What you need to know right now, on the positive, this is just saying you're finally going to be breaking free of a negative cycle in your life, or a negative relationship, or a negative pattern, or maybe you're living in a place you just can't stand, and you're going to soon be figuring out that, yes, I have the money, I can move, this is awesome. Something like that. So you're like a reversal of fortune. So if you've had bad luck lately, you're going to be having better luck, and things that you just felt stuck with are going to start moving forward for you. And then with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here, this is a card all about when it's in reverse like this, it's feeling like you're not worthy, or it's just that self-worth card. You're just trying to figure out what your worth is and what your value is in this world. And you may be overworking and hustling and just having no time for self-care. And this is a card for me that just says, hey, you are enough. Just as you are right now, you are enough. There's no need to try to prove anything to you or anyone else. You are enough just as you are. But make sure you're taking care of yourself, because You deserve happiness, you deserve fulfillment, and if you're not taking time to enjoy yourself and take care of yourself, it's going to be kind of all this struggling and hustling you've been doing is going to be kind of in vain. Okay, and then you have the Four of Wands upright, and this is that celebration card. It's all about having joy and harmony and peace and relaxation in your life. So to me, you're going to be taking care of yourself and finding that peace in your life that maybe you felt so out of balance or out of order or just overworked, and you haven't felt that peace. You just almost felt like you gotta grind, hustle, 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 and you're finally going to be coming into this time where you feel at ease, at peace, and enjoy with what it is that you have. You can maybe look around your home and realize, I have these beautiful people in my life. I have my home the way I want it. I'm safe, I'm warm, I'm taken care of, I have food to eat. I am so blessed. And then we have the Diamond Dreamer. This is all about material wealth, true prosperity. And then you have the Yang card. So for me, this is saying if you have had that like bad luck and low on fortune, this is where you're coming into a time where your material wealth is going to increase and you're going to be gaining prosperity. And it says here true prosperity. So that's not only the material side of life. That is the spiritual and emotional fulfilling side of life. So maybe things are going to be coming into alignment for you to where you're going to be feeling, with this Four of Wands card, you're going to be feeling at peace with your life and feeling like fulfilled in a way that maybe you haven't in such a long time. And then with this Yang card here, this is that male energy, that divine masculine energy, and it's the power of creation and passion and drive. So whatever it is that you guys are wanting to go after or to accomplish, you're going to be having that motivation and that drive to get it done, which is always half the battle, is finding the willpower to start or to get things going. So then for your next two cards, we have the Self-Reliance card and Do More Research. So yes, I think with this Yang energy, you guys are going to be more self-sufficient, self-reliant. You're really going to be kind of kicking ass and taking names and not allowing yourself to feel like you're the least deserving of things. You're going to start feeling like you do deserve things, and it's going to really fuel you to get things done in your life because your self-worth is going to start increasing. And I think for a lot of you, maybe you have suffered from low self-esteem all your life or just low confidence levels, but coming up, you're going to start feeling really good about yourself and really self-reliant. And then with the Do More Research card, there may be this thing that you're wanting to go after, but you're not sure how you're going to go after it or how you're going to make it happen. And if you just make sure you're looking into things, maybe do a Google search or two to try to figure out what it is you need to do, what all tools do you need to get this job done, whatever this thing is that you're wanting to work on or do, whether that's starting a business or creating something or looking for a new job, or maybe you want to go back to school or just find a new job in a completely different career track. Something like that. Whatever it is that resonates for you, take what resonates and leave the rest. Whatever it is that you're wondering about, and usually it's that thing that you're thinking of right as I'm saying this, that is, that's your intuition saying this is the thing that you need to do more research on. Go ahead and do more research on it. And then for the next two cards we have Isabella. It says, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. And then we have time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that new can come in. And I think this pairs really well with that Wheel of Fortune, how you're breaking a cycle or cycles in your life that just weren't working for you. So you can let those things go and move on to something better. And before you move on, do some research about those things. But with this Isabella card, there's a happy outcome that follows positive expectations. So make sure you're thinking positive and really knowing your self-worth. Don't be putting yourself down like, oh, I can't go back to school at my age. I can't get this cool job. I don't have the skills. Well, do some research and gain those skills. The answer here is yes. It says the timing is right. And also time to move on. So from whatever it is that you know is holding you back or that is stagnant in your life, you can move on from it. it's not always easy to know exactly what steps to take to move on. But if you ask your guides or angels, give me a sign, help me figure out which path to take or which direction to go if you are feeling lost. But if you know exactly what it is you need to walk away from, start doing that, because it's only going to hold you back. And I think eventually the things that aren't meant for you will always end anyway. And the longer we hold on or resist these things, it just gets nastier and nastier. When these things do need to leave our lives, it just gets harder and harder. And perfect example of that would be a toxic relationship or something, whether it's a friendship or a partnership, that this person isn't right for you, or this person isn't meant to be in your life anymore, but it's just hard to cut ties with that person. And the longer you take to do it, the uglier and messier the separation becomes. So don't delay. And then you have the clear quartz. So it says, let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. So you may have had random bouts of emotion pop up and you're like, where is this coming from? Why am I feeling like this? I think that with this reverse Wheel of Fortune here, you're having blocks and, past traumas and stuff that are coming up to the surface to be healed at this time. So don't push them back down and try to carry on. No, you need to let these, feel these emotions. Allow yourself to feel them. If you feel like crying, allow yourself to cry. If you feel like screaming, scream. Allow your body to shake these emotions out, whether that is physically shaking your body or punching a punching bag or something like that. The more physical you can get, or the more senses you can involve in releasing your emotions. And of course, just don't be like in a public place doing this. Find a time and a place to allow yourself to feel these things and be vulnerable 100%, where you're not censoring how you want to allow yourself to feel. Make sure you're in a safe place to do that, and just get it out. Just shake it all out. Taylor Swift, shake it off. Because when you can release these things that are holding you back, that's when you can allow this new room, that emptiness you created by releasing these old things. You're creating space in your life for these really beautiful things to happen and manifest in your life. So yeah, I think that's all I'm getting for you guys. You'll have to let me know below what you thought, and if this pertains to you, or what you think this might be talking about in your life. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.